I agree. You should be very afraid of forever chemicals in period underwear. Our period underwear don't have them, but I'm going to show you what you should be more afraid of because forever chemicals are in your water. Yep, they're in your water. So if you don't know what PFAs are these really interesting chemicals because they go on things like nonstick pans, they go on things like wires, they go on things like material. It's basically a lubricating agent for some things, right? Where if you have machinery, it can help things to not get stuck. But the thing with these chemicals is that when we ingest them, we put them on our body, they never ever leave our system. We already know that these chemicals are awful. They can cause infertility. So why the hell are people spraying them on period underwear? I don't know. Like I said, Riff Care, we do not spray our underwear with PFA chemicals. And some of the top things you can find them in, I'm just going to say here because you would be shocked. So number one is anything that's supposed to be stain resistant. So do you remember when our dads all got those stain resistant khaki pants? Most likely they were sprayed with PFAs. Also, there's a lot of chemical companies that make PFAs and they just can put them in the water stream without having any consequences. So they do go in the water stream. And also, I believe, someone has to fact check me, that PFAs can be sprayed inside of these pipes to make them stain resistant or make them last longer. I heard that they use them in all types of pipes, electricity, etc. And then one of the top places that PFAs are used is actually in cookware. So I recently went non-toxic cookware, right? I still have my big wok that does have PFA, probably because it's non-stick, but I also got this one that was 100% stone, and it's pretty much non-stick. Like as long as you wait for it to get hot, they're non-stick. And also takeout carriers. So I know a lot of people who order DoorDash and Postmates and they order out a lot. I just don't eat out a lot because I like to stay thin, but you really have to be careful because these coatings on top of styrofoam, on top of even the paper to make these things leak proof, even your cup. I heard that the Starbucks cups and all these other coffee cups, the ones where like they can have water in them for hours, PFA sprayed. But now I'm going to put a picture of my brand's period underwear up here, or I actually have probably one. Yes. Okay, here's one that I can put in my hand. But my company, Riff Care, makes period underwear. We just launched them into Erewhon, all the locations. And they're made with hemp fiber and organic cotton. And they're also PFA free. So if you're looking for a PFA free option for leak proof underwear, I mean, they're also super, super sexy. And just start to look out for it, right? Start to look out for PFA free whenever you're shopping, whenever you're buying things. Filter your own water. Get water from purified water machines or get spring water. Try to not use plastic because there's so much PFA chemicals in plastic. And yeah, look out for yourself. Unfortunately, these companies can legally put PFA everywhere, but you have to do your due diligence so that we can all try to avoid them. We all have them, but the more you can avoid them, the better.